Okay. What is up, YouTube? HP here, and I'm going to It is time. It is time for a Harpie Feb profile. So you guys have been waiting to do this profile because I originally swapped with everything else. Then on top of that, the girl I had to do another day because we had a TC exclusive come out literally in the middle of January, and that it follows Cowrie. So it is in the deck. I've been testing it. I have a lot of here and there's with it, so just bear with me. Let's get through this April. Alright, so with that said, let's get through the file. So, starting off, are the monsters. We have 3 copies of our girl Harpie Channeler, and we have 3 copies of Harpie Perfumer, 3 copies of Harpie Lady 1. I'm going to move this just. And then 2 Harpies Pet Dragon, those are some fireballs. 2 copies of Harpie Harvest, 1 copy of Harpie Dancer, 1 copy of Harpie Oracle, and 1 copy of Harpie Lead Sisters. Start out the monsters, I'm running 2 copies of Joel and Bach, and then 2 copies of Ash Blossom Enjoy the Spring. Right, that is it for spell. No, for monsters. Alright, then for the next part is the spell cards. We're rocking triple copies of Hysteric Sign. We're having triple copies of Allegiance. 2 copies of Harpie's Feather Rest with 1 copy of Harpie's Hunting Ground. Then 1 Harpie's Feather Rester, 1 Warrior's with 2 Swallows Cowrie, and then 2 Swallows Nest. And that leaves out the spells. And then for the traps, triple copies of Harpie's Feather Storm with the Hysteric Party. And that is it for all my spells, traps, and monsters. My main deck is a total of 38. Then for my extra deck are double copies of the lovely Cyber slash Harpie Lady. Then there is 1 copy of Harpie Connector, 1 copy of Winnie the Wind Chandler, 1 copy of Heaven's Vulgar, the Desperate Doom Eagle, 1 copy of Appaloosa, the Ball of the Goddess, 1 copy of Tribal Beaker Heats, Rebirth and Blossom, 1 copy of IT Masquerena, 1 copy of Nightmare Unicorn, 1 copy of Mech Knight Crusader Era Max, Evermax, 1 copy of Harpy Pet 10,000 Dragon, 1 copy of Lightning Chidori, 1 copy of HP05, 1 copy of Reactor Arsenal Falcon, and 1 copy of Divine Arsenal, Double Aces, Skybound, and just for the record, I'm going to move up my cards, but I'm also going to move. I'm having some issues recording because there's like physical recording has but yeah, that is it for my main and extra. That is a total of 40 cards in the main, 15 cards in the extra. Exactly. So why don't we go ahead and we take a look at everything. So one of the biggest things, of course, is the introduction to the TCG in the form of Swallow's Cowrie. So if you guys don't know what this card does, Swallow's Cowrie is a quick play spell that you tribute a winning beast monster from your hand or field to search your deck for a winning beast monster with the same level, and you add it to your hand. And you only have to wait one short turn because they didn't want this to be like a Swallow's Nest situation where you distribute like crazy. Because why? One of the decks that I just previously profiled was for Wanderese. And they love this card. Why? They don't care about tribute summoning, so and special summoning. Well, they care about normal summoning. Tribute summoning doesn't really affect it. No, special summoning is one of the things that they don't care that they don't do. So a card like this hurts really well with them. Now, the thing with Harpies and what makes it a viable card for them is to try to correct hand situations where maybe, or for instance, you draw into too many cards in your hand and you can count Ray the card that you don't want to get a card that you do need. This is a very rare instance because of the fact that Harpy's issue and how this card works in the deck can be a -1 type of situation. Because I kind of put this in the same category as Winnie the Wind Channel, where Winnie is discard a wind monster in her. I think it's like herself in a wind monster to search your deck for a wind monster and then add it to your hand. But the rest of the turn, you can only use the effects of wind. And that there leaves out a lot of things. Because in current games with EGO, you have a lot of cards in your extra deck that you want to benefit from, as well as a lot of cards that you want to defend you while also taking on things that are currently in play. So the reason why I say this is because it can also be counted the same way as winning, where there is a a 2-to-1 situation. What's a 2-to-1 situation where you're giving up two cards and you get one card, and you have to hope that that one card is something that you can benefit from immediately. Now, in a rare occasion that you can swallow Cowrie, and I think one of your bigger targets is, of course, two, which is Harpie Channeler and Harpie Perfumer. Why? Because these two are basically a good core engine, are the core engine, excuse me, to the Harpie plays. A Channeler can discard a Harpie card to get a Harpie monster on the field. Harpie Perfumer can add Elegant Aegis from your deck to your hand to put over a special summon. This is, of course, a great combination because with the Harpie lineup, you want to get to your bigger summons, your multiple summons as much as possible. The Swallow Curate, you want to trade out a Wingy Beast to put them into your hand, whether it is a dead copy of one, or you want to tag out a Harpie Harvest in the conjunction that she will trigger her effect during the end phase. If she's now in the graveyard during that turn, she was sent there. Now, then from those extensions, you can get into your Perfumer or your Chandler. Why? Because Chandler consists itself from the deck, any Harpie monster choice, excluding Harpie Leases, and in Perfumer can grab any card with Harpie Leases in its text as a spell or trap and add it from your deck to your hand. Both these being viable pieces to the Harpie lineup into your deck's lineup because of the fact that the issue that Harpies have is that we don't have a lot of these to recruit a lot of our own monsters because they have to be limited between they either have a particular name in their name or you have to hope that you can get it off of someone else's name beat in the card. E. Examples of Harpie Hysteric Sign and Harpie Oracle's abilities. Now, with that being told, Saul's Curate tends to work more in a deck that is like Flawanderies or Black Room, where you can pick out one monster, get another monster, and add it as soon as possible to basically sort of through other things. RPs don't have a lot of those accessible cards. If in for the ones that we do currently have, they're limited to once per turn and they're limited to particular things. So you're not really benefiting too much from things, but you're also being. It's that middle situation where it's like, is the trade off worth it if you can pick up something decent? There are a lot of things that Harvey's playing with Cowrie to get the benefits from it. Like for example, you can play a roster, right? The um some more support cards, some more the bird of I would say bird of protection. But there's some more monster, some more bird of not extermination. Yeah, I think it is extermination. Where you can, discard copies of yourself from deck to add some more card from your deck to your hand. That'd be a great thing for the Harveys because of course it would extend the normal summon. Plus you have another new monster on the board. You can even Cowrie that into. Now I'm not running that in this version because like I said, it'd be easier to run that version if I had it. If I had maybe to put a lot of things there. Don't judge me. But yeah, this is basically where a lot of things this is that Cowrie is supposed to help you get to your perfumer in your Chandler. And but the cost of it is that you're adding an additional card for the tribute, even if the card is in your hand. Most likely your tribute would want to be um, your Harpy Harpist. And the reason for that is because at the end of the turn, in which she's sunk in the graveyard because she was sunk that turn, what Harpers can do is add any of your level 4 winged beast monsters with the tier of assets attack and add them to your hand, i.e., your perfumer and channeler, because they make the point with it. The other additional monsters like your Harpy Oracle, and your Harpy Answer because they share their stats are in the range of what artists can get to. So there are all of these different benefits to playing Cal, right? It's just how many of them are you willing to play, and do you want to do the not willing to do the jump is understandable. But I do agree with many people. It is not a bad card, but it's just not a fit for a lot of many of these decks because of so many issues that are still resolving right now. But what I've been testing, what I've been playing around with, this is not a it's a mid card because there's a lot of things that's cool to it, but there are a lot of things that make it very negative. And there are a lot of issues that still need to be resolved with it. If, in case, when you get a reinforcement of the army, kind of similar to how Bonfire is for Pyro Monsters, that would be great. Then we wouldn't need a card like Squad. But for right now, this is what we unfortunately have to play around with. So you don't have to play it. It's up to you. But there are a lot of ideas. I can list a couple of them. I had many people list a couple of things. So if there's any good targets that you would like to add to this lineup, in addition to Swallow's Cowrie for the Harpie art, like you leave in the comments section. Well, now with that said, let's move on to all the other cards. Since I think I talked about a proportion of them, we've already talked about Harpie Female Harpie or Harpie Channeler. There, of course, is the Harpie Lady of Choice, which is Harpie Lady 1. She gets additional attack points. I did move back to Harpie Lady 1. You can choose to not to if you just want to go back and run Vanilla Harpie Lady with the unexpected. It's up to you, whichever kind of pieces you want to play around with. I just had to Harpie Lady 1 out with Cowrie because there's still benefits to her and her boost giving, while Harpie Lady is just vanilla. She stands by that. Moving on from that are the two copies of Harpie's Pet Dragon Fist with Fire. These guys are amazing because there's a good option of special summoning to help extend more plays. There's the ability of sending a when you to the graveyard. You can put it over. You stuff like Tri-Brigade. Excuse me, Tri-Brigade, because that will be a good addition to Harpy. You can play Harpy Tri-Brigade, or if you're playing Master People, it's a good target there to search for as well. And you simply do that by simply just sending cards to grave. So you can send Harpers, and the Harpers will trigger. Another thing to note, of course, is good for your rank 7s, as it is the better option now for your in-deck Harpy's Pet Dragon resource. Alright, moving on from that, it's one copy apiece of the Harpy Dancer and the Harpy Oracle. Dancer allows you to bounce back cards, while Oracle allows you to special summon her with each of level 5 or higher Harpy monster. And then during the in favor of the choose no more special summon, you can add one spell or chop those to the list about Harpy Lady Sisters and its text from your deck to your hand. So you have a way to recycle those cards if need be, and you have the answer to help you play around with manipulating the board. Now moving on we're going to hand the board set up for win. Then we have the one copy of the Harpy Lady Sisters. People love her, people hate her. I run one Harpy Lady Sister simply because we have so many of these bigger options. She definitely needs a retrain because the issue with Harpy Lady is just there's no way to properly summon her outside of Egotis. It can be a detriment to plays. There aren't too many recent setups either. And everyone has said, of course, we would love to see a massive fixing of that situation. Hopefully, any retrain with sister, but for right now, you only just need to play one. This is not OG deal where you're scrambling for support. Then you have to run the sisters for that. I am running, of course, one of each of the hand traps, current big hand traps right now. That's Ashmouse Blackbird. Which, funny enough, I think are the two biggest ones here. They'll stop your opponent from drawing and from searching, while Ash Blossom helps you negate things that you definitely need to negate so that your opponent cannot summon monsters from the grave, no, from the deck, add cards from the deck to hand, and then send cards from their deck to their grave. It is obviously their relation of these two. Alright, moving on from these two, let's go into the spells. So we already talked about Cure. Hysteric Sign, of course, adding elegant uses from your deck or graveyard to your hand. They being a good target for destruction thanks to the effects of Pound and Harvey Conductor, so that you can have those used to fluctuate for its third ability. Its last ability, which is adding cells and trap any of the monsters, free of effect, which contain Harpy in their name. So a lot of things you need to do with this. Move on from there, and we of course have ninjutsus. I love them. It's a great way to spam out more harpies to the board, especially between Harpy Lady Sisters and Harpy Lady. We usually pick this up off of Oracle, Perfumer, and History. You have many ways to get to this card and utilize this. The Harpy Feather Rats are part of average. Now, I'm running two of these and not one. I want an additional target for my Harpy Perfumer search with all these big numbers. I wanted to recycle as many Harpies as I can. How I do play this build is that I do like to try to send as many Harpies to the grave so I can draw into sources or even draw into set of cards for the next turn. In addition to that, is it is still one of your viable targets for draw power because well you can use kind of avarice if you would like to, just so that it's more monsters you can pick up or more, or you can target your non-harpy monsters I can do it, or you can just certify have some big target names, big targets for discard, and just an additional. I'm running the hunting ground and the harpy feather duster, of course, for the back row heat and removal. The alluring mirror split simply just to pop. Usually already for a such summon effect that we easily pop this card a ton of times to play Harpy from Graveyard. We have the Ray, which I've already talked about, but a definite two of it all. One, you'll never see it. And in Flawlessness, which of course everyone is just going to count in the Ray because it'll put the monster automatically to. There's no, do not use this card in Flawless because if you try to normal summon, of course, things will be canceled. So that is it for the spells. We're going to quickly move on into the trap cards, and of course, the big, massive negator itself, Harpy's Feathers. I love this card. This card is great for Harpy and all of the decks that want to punctuate the winged beast because it simply is just an amazing card. It really is. I think for the most part, because of the phenomenon that it's for wanderers, that is why a lot of people fear this card or get annoyed with this card because of so much that it does suck for the Harpy on take because we have um, been mitigated to that, yeah, this is our power pitch card, but we don't have a lot of cards to try to recycle it, and we would have to, or really just push it. But it is still one of the best Harpy traps in the game, next to, of course, its brethren, the Stand Party, which is basically just a massive summon of our Harpies from graveyard, and with the plethora of Harpy targets that we can get because they're Harpy Lady in graveyard, there is so many easy things with us. Synchros exceeds. We have our regular base of most main decks. We're perfectly good. And I run two of it because it's one of those things where even if I, once I see it, I know that I can do it. But if I don't have enough, it's a good pop fodder, if anything. So, all right, that is it for the main deck. And a quick shift through the extra. We have our boss. We have our big girl. We have Cyber Slash. She's great. She's amazing. She bounces things. She's Harpy Lady. What more could you ask for? Maybe some negation, just a little bit of it. We have Conductor to help redirect, to deal with distraction, and be able to remove cards. She's our link too, and floats around with because of all the support, because she'll be Harpy Lady. Then we have Winnie to just be a good utility card. She's great if your opponent has like draw log board in the graveyard because you just take the draw. And then use it to link climb if you need to. Have it over the Desperate Dude Eagle, which is only really here because there is no Samorg, the bird of sovereignty. So we're kind of reaching for our rank threes. I rarely get this card, and I was considering just putting in more retreat because it is so viable that to put him in there. Appaloosa for the negation. I'm still playing for Jeet because I love the extended plays that she gives, plus the draw, power, and hand correction. IP Masquerena for the quick switch into other monsters, though I was seeing the Nightmare Unicorn for the balance. The Magnetic Crusader as an additional card, just play around with for the Harpy Trap Phantasmal Dragon, still utilized as a great utility for the Harpy extra deck. Lightning Chidori for its removal, 0 5 for gun. The Arsenal Falcon to pick up maybe these deck. If you don't want to play Arsenal Falcon, you have a plethora of ranked 7 monsters you can easily play. And trust me, I'll list them if you ask. And then we have Zeus for the board clear and a great just smack on top of it and exceed material and it helps out things. So with that said and done, ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap up for my heartbeat as profile for the month of February. If you guys have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section below. So I'm pretty sure we be asking. I mean, we're going to be happy their opinions about Cowrie. But yeah, if anything, I think probably be the last time we be playing it because yeah, it has its problems. It's not bad, but it's so many different things to use instead of it. But it's here, so all right, with that said, then, thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. As you hit the notification bell to be informed when I do upload more content to my channel. The social media links are in the description box below. And stay tuned for the podcast videos. They will be posted up soon. So thanks everybody for watching. HPJ signing out. Take care.